I was sifting through the West Australian today and came across an interesting idea from Chief Reporter Ben Harvey, who suggests that we build a gas pipeline from WA, where you are, Caroline, to the eastern seaboard. Now, this is interesting. It's not a short-term fix to the current gas crisis, but I reckon it's worth exploring, isn't it?
Well, yes and no. West Australia, and this is where I'm about to become parochial, which is not something I generally do. But in Western Australia, you know, we know that we've got resources and we are making the most of them. Now, the eastern states, if you don't want to use your resources, and if you look at Victoria, which is a perfect example, they have banned onshore and even conventional onshore gas exploration. There's plenty in the Gippsland. If you do not want to extract your resources, then don't think that you're going to build a pipeline and just pump it out of WA so that you've got the benefit of the gas without... Well, we are absolutely Australian, Chris, but you know what? The states are responsible for the way that they manage their resources. And if Victoria wants to feel all warm and fuzzy about not digging them... No, I'm sorry, mate. This is not going to work. You have got plenty of gas.
Australia's resources.
No, they're actually when they're onshore. No, when they're onshore, they are part of the state. They are managed by the states.
Each
of the states get to manage their resources, and if it's offshore and it's outside in the territorial waters, then it's Australian.
All right.
But it's managed by the states otherwise. And look, everyone either needs to have the same policy to deal with it, but you can't just...
What about the national grid of electricity?
Western Australia.
What about a national grid of electricity? How is that different?
I have no problem with that as long as all the states have the same policy for extracting resources. Right? If you've got the resources, then extract them.
I
don't need a lecture on our Premier, trust me.
And what you're telling us is
he could power the grid on his own. I don't disagree with you.
Like the Queensland hospitals are only for Queenslanders. That is bull.
No.
You just happen to have been living in a part of Australia that has those resources. And it's not yours. It's all of Australia's resources. And we need this pipeline. And frankly, I just feel that it's totally parochial, totally unfair. We need to share our resources and make sure that the rest of Australia, that half the time's carrying the bloody West and half the time carrying Tasmania, we need the export and income for this country. And we have to subsidise your state with so much bloody GST that we have paid. So give us a break.
All right, OK. I want to get on to some other stuff.
Hang on a sec. No, Chris, I'm not finished. If you have got Queensland exporting the resources, well, why aren't resources that are being exported, why are they being exported instead of being put into the eastern states grid? Why is it the job of West Australia
woman who's running Queensland?
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother issue. But you've got resources, you've got gas in Victoria that is being banned from being extracted. Why on earth should it be brought over from the west when it's there and it's, you know, close to home and they don't want to use it? That is equally unacceptable.